How many times has Arsenal won the Premier League? The sublime performance from the beginning of the 2022/23 season is helping Arsenal get closer to winning the Premier League title for the first time since the 2003/04 season. But the question is how many titles the Gunners have won before. Basic introduction to Arsenal Club. Vietnamese name, Arsenal Football Club. English name, Arsenal Football Club. Club abbreviation, Arsenal F.C. Nickname, Gunner. Club headquarters, Holloway, London, England. Established, October 1886. Owner, Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. Club stadium, Emirates. How many times has Arsenal won the Premier League? The English Premier League, formerly known as the English Premier League, has a history of nearly a century. Despite its long history, Arsenal Club is not a traditional team with 10 English championships, before having 3 more titles since changing its name to the English Premier League. Specifically, Arsenal have won the following seasons. Season, 1930/1931. Season, 1932/1933. Season, 1933/1934. Season, 1934/1935. Season, 1937/1938. Season, 1947/1948. Season, 1952/1953. Season, 1970/1971. Season, 1988/1989. Season, 1990/1991. Season, 1997/1998. Season, 2001/2002. Season, 2003/2004. In addition, Arsenal also received a series of other noble titles such as 14 FA Cups, 1 Fair Cup, 1 C2 Cup, 2 League Cups, 16 Super Cups. History of Arsenal Club. Period 1886 to 1919, change of name. On December 1, 1886, a group of workers in Woolwich, now in southeast London, formed a football team called Dial Square, but soon renamed Royal Arsenal and chose David Danskin as captain. The club won its first 2 titles in 1890 and 1891. These were also the only trophies Arsenal had won while playing in southeast London. In 1893, the team changed its name to Woolwich Arsenal, after becoming a limited liability company. In the same year, Woolwich Arsenal became the first team in the South to participate in the Football League, starting with the English Second Division, then promoted to the First Division for the first time in 1904. By 1913, Highbury Stadium was made. At home, officially named the club the Arsenal. In 1916, the club dropped the article "the" in the Arsenal in official documents and changed it to Arsenal since then. This is also considered the official name of the club for more than a century. Period 1919 to 1953, harvest the first titles. Under the guidance of coach Herbert Chapman, Arsenal won 2 English championships in the seasons 1930/1931 and 1932/1933. In 1932, the Gillespie Road Metro station was renamed Arsenal. This is quite an impressive case, when a station bears the name of a football club. Chapman's successors were Joe Shaw and George Allison. Under the guidance of these 2 men, the London Gunners won 3 more championships in the seasons 1933/1934, 1934/1935 and 1937/1938. After World War II, Tom Whittaker became the captain of the Arsenal Club. This is a quite successful period of Arsenal, when this team won the English Championship in 2 seasons 1947/1948 and 1952/1953. The period 1953 to 1986, the period of decline. After 1953, Arsenal began to decline and no longer attracted players like in the 1930s. The club was only a middle-class team in the 1950s and 1960s. It was not until the late 60s of the century. Previously, Arsenal just ended a long period of being empty-handed with the Intercities Fairs Cup Championship. By the season 1970/71, Arsenal had won the first double title in history, the National Championship and the FA Cup. Then, Terry Neal, the youngest manager in Arsenal history, 34 years old, helped the Gunners win the 1979 FA Cup and the European Cup Winners' Cup runners-up a year later. Period 1986 to 1995, Bridge of History. Former player George Graham took over at Arsenal in 1986 and ushered in a renaissance for the club. Arsenal won the League Cup in 1987, Graham's first season in charge. In the 1988/89 season, Arsenal won the National Championship. Arsenal also won the FA Cup and League Cup double in the 1992/93 season. The Gunners also won their second European Cup in 1994, winning the C2 Cup. In 1995, Graham was sacked after a transfer scandal, ushering in a heyday under Arsene Wenger. 1996 to 2017, the peak with Professor Wenger. Leading Arsenal on September 30, 2016, Coach Wenger brought Arsenal's peak period, both in terms of titles and revenue. Just over a year after arriving at Arsenal, the French strategist helped the team win the Premier League and FA Cup double in the 1997/1998 season. In the 2001/2002 season, the Gunners won the English Premier League title. Thus, Arsenal has had 12 times to the top of the glory of the most attractive tournament on the planet. The highest of Arsenal's Premier League titles was in the 2003/04 season, when the Gunners won the title with an unbeaten record of 38 matches, 26 wins, 12 draws. This is Arsenal's last Premier League title, up to now still known as the Invincibles, the Invincibles. 2017 present, the post-Wenger era. After the departure of Wenger, Arsenal struggled to find their position, but during the past 6 years, they have not been able to win a trophy. However, this 2022/23 campaign the Gunners are getting very close to the Premier League title.